Worship Allah and don't put any partners with Allah in your worship. Right? The Shahada, which is what? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan rasulullah. The first pillar. That's basic. Is that basic, or you got to go overseas and study for 20 years to know the Shahada? Huh? That's the case, we wouldn't be here. The Shahada, number one. And the Tawheed, y'all, worship of Allah is not restricted. Worship of Allah and not worshiping anything other than Allah, that doesn't mean just worshiping rocks, y'all. I don't worship rocks. Or for us, I don't worship Jesus, so I'm good. Shirk is found in more than just the worship of Isa alayhi salam. Shirk is found in more than just worshiping the sun and the moon. Because the shaitan, he might deceive us and trick us. And say, what? I ain't worshiping the sun. That's crazy. I ain't into that. But some of us worship money. Some of us worship women. Some women worship men. Some people worship their spouses. Some people worship their own nafs, their own desire. Right? There's plenty of things that a person can worship other than Allah. And the Messenger ﷺ, he told us, from those things that is considered shirk, that a lot of us were raised on, is riyah, showing off. Showing off, right? If I'm tripping, y'all, stop me. If I'm tripping,
Not tripping.
tell you. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Riyah, showing off. And we all know it's showing off. We know it's showing off. We say certain things when certain people are around so they can hear us, and then they think, whatever we doing. Whatever we trying to do, I used to back in the day, to take the picture over, gotta get my shoe on it. These is new. I need you to get the shoe in the picture, right? I need you to get let me see, take it again. That we made sure we did things and it was for whatever we wanted it to be for. And Islam goes directly against that. And our worship is for Allah. It don't matter who's seeing. Doesn't matter who's looking. Doesn't matter if I get a pat on the back or not. It doesn't matter if my wife likes it or not. It doesn't matter if your husband likes it or not. It's from obedience to Allah. I know I'm a Muslim. I'm supposed to pray every day, 5 times a day. Period. It's real simple. I'm a Muslim woman. I'm supposed to cover certain parts of my body. This has to be covered. I'm a Muslim man. We have an odor. Certain things we can't wear because that shows it exposes too much. Brothers, we think covering is only for the sisters for some reason. Brothers think that covering is only for the sisters. There's certain parts, brothers, that have to be covered or we can't even pray properly. The salat, We know as Muslims that there's certain things that have to be done, whether the people see us do it or not. Whether we get a pat on the back, whether we get recognized, it doesn't make a difference because we know our reward is with Allah. We Muslim, our reward is with Allah. So we got to fight against, our fight might not be against worshiping the sun. Our fight might not be against worshiping rocks. Right? But our fight might be against following our own selves and doing what I want to do. As we say, doing me. Right? YOLO. Whatever statement that they make up and we take on, that the fight is against, everybody's struggle is different. The fight might be against my own self, something else. So we can't be tricked and think that because I don't worship Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, that I'm good. No, the Prophet told us that riyah, shirk, and he described it as that a man comes and he beautifies and perfects the salah because somebody's looking at him perfect the salah. Right? And he said it's so inconspicuous you wouldn't even notice it. Like a black ant on a black rock in the middle of the night. Would you see that? And that's how riyah is. That's why the Salaf constantly worry about their intention. The niyyah, the heart. Make sure my heart is right.